nervous, but for me it's also joyful. The snowplow going by. And spoilers. Hi, I'm Sock Marionette, doing business as Bargain Counter Argument, and I'm a middle-aged lady in a tiara talking about books. And here in central Connecticut, it's overcast, cold, and there's snow on the ground. So it's a great day to be cozy inside and do my Christmas wrap-up. But first, the earworm of the day is Eye in the Sky by Alan Parsons Project. I don't know why, it just is. A little link in the description. And ornament swap. I think I'm going to take down, okay, this one. It's down at the bottom, out of shot, out of frame. And this is a wreath. And it has been being replaced with 3 French hens, as it is in fact the 3rd day of Christmas. And here's the festive back of the ornament. And there are the 3 French hens. Okay, so that's the ornament of the day. So, Christmas wrap-up. Christmas Eve, we had lasagna and salad. That is something we've been doing the last few years. Christmas Day, I went to the local Chinese takeout place and got a whole bunch of food, which we will be eating for several days to come, as was planned. And for today, Boxing Day, no, yesterday was Boxing Day, today is the 27th, oops. For Boxing Day, I was going to roast a leg of lamb that I got, but I didn't feel like cooking, and neither of us felt like eating a roast. So instead we finished the lasagna, and for the next couple of days, we're going to go through the leftover Chinese food we have. Let's see, we finished the pork lo mein, we finished the egg rolls, we still have some pot stickers, barbecue spare rib, and beef mushroom, and chicken and snow peas, so, and rice, and we can always make more rice. So we still have a lot to eat that will be really tasty, and that's the food, and many lovely holiday greetings from friends near and far, and a lot of gifts, and I think I will talk about those. I put them in, we opened our presents downstairs, and I put them in tote bags to bring them upstairs, and I not sure what ended up where, because I haven't used any of these. I haven't done much with these gifts yet, because the last couple of days I was just really tired and I did a lot of sleeping. I enjoy the anticipation of Christmas, but I do have a diagnosed anxiety disorder. And I think I like the anticipation of Christmas because it's nervous, but for me it's also joyful, as opposed to just being anxiety that's unpleasant. However, when Christmas comes, even doing low-key Christmas like me and my mom do, it's still like this big exhalation, and then I'm really tired and I've got to sleep for a while. Lots of napping over the next few days, and that's good. We like this. So let's see. My mom gave me this beautiful nightgown. And it has, as you can see, it's very bookish. I'm not wearing it right this moment because guess what happened? Yeah, I got a little bit of that hoisin barbecue sauce from the spare ribs on it already. So I need to address that. Let's see, we have here, okay. In my stocking, my mom gave me some bookish socks. There's a little person on the toe reading a book. They're still stuck together, so I haven't completely unwrapped them yet. There she is. By the way, I do have some gifts that I opened already. The snowplow going by. Very cozy feeling to hear that. And so I will put links for that. There was my stocking stuffer swap, and Kristen and Stacy sent me packages, and I will link the other present unboxings in the description below. Let's see. Abby Jean sent me a couple of books that I requested. She sent me this floral coloring book. As you can see, it's blank on one side. So if you decide you want to use these as a greeting card or something. Oh, and I just realized by holding it this way, they're perforated, so they're easy to pull out. So you can frame them or use them as greeting cards or to wrap gifts or anything. That was nice. And she also sent me Empire Games by Charles Stross. Several months ago, maybe even a couple of years ago, I found this book by Charles Stross, Dark State, at the Dollar Tree. And I bought it, and then I got home and realized it was a book 2. This that Abby Jean sent me, book 1. From Tara was Salt Kiss, the first book of the, I don't know if it's Lioness or Leoness trilogy by Sierra Simone, which I actually read library copies of this trilogy and really, really liked it, and I wanted my own copies. So I asked for it on Amazon, put it on my wish list. And then a few weeks before Christmas, I found this at a library sale, Honeycut, which is the second book. So I ran home and immediately removed it from my Amazon wish list. But I left Salt Kiss on there because I didn't have my own copy of it. And now, thanks to Tara of Tara Talks Books, I do. Thank you. And she also sent me, again from my list, A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch. I have already, by Sarah Hawley, I have already read A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I read that and really liked it. And so I'm very happy to have received this as well. So that's it on the books, the literal books. But I got other bookish gifts, including from my sister, this. These are very well packed. A set of acrylic bookends. And these, they look opaque, but that is because they're covered with a protective film, which these tabs are supposed to help you pull it off. They don't work very well. And underneath, they're just clear. So they make great bookends. I already have like 2 sets of these, and I feel like I could always use more bookends. And also in bookend gifts, my sister, this is from my sister and her partner both, sent me these bookends that I requested. To me, this pattern looks like trees with no leaves on them. They're really pretty, and I think they'll look very nice on my shelves. A little pause there because there were a couple of things I forgot. My mom did not really feel like browsing for stocking stuffers this year. Those socks, I think she got those online. But she was like, in terms of running around and just seeing what grabbed her attention, she didn't really feel like doing that. However, a couple of days before Christmas, she did have to go to the pharmacy. So she got me a roll of packing tape because I've been sending a lot of packages out, and I think she got tired of me tearing the house apart trying to find packing tape. And she also saw this just off to the side, and she grabbed it for my food tree, and that is a can of Spam ornament. So my mom also got me some lovely stationery items, and so did my sister and her partner. I have put all of these into this box. I'm not going to show it though, because a lot of people who receive mail from me watch this channel and watch these videos, and spoilers. And then finally, there was a bit of a gift giving. I don't know if I'd call it a failure or overly successful. So for my mom's birthday, I wrapped a whole bunch of books and did sort of a blind date with a book thing for her. And I did a video where I talked about that a little bit. Well, I decided to replenish her supply now that it's Christmas, because she was going through them. She still had some left over from her birthday, but you know, this will keep her going for a few months, I think. When I went to Book Barn a couple of weeks ago, I found this, A Man Between, which is a collection of essays celebrating a man who is prominent in the translation community. And my mother really does enjoy books in translation. So I thought, oh, she might enjoy this. And then when I was wrapping it Christmas Eve, I noticed that it was published by Open Letter. Is it Open Letter Press? And I was like, oh, she will have seen this, because she follows Open Letter Press. She follows their blog, their podcast, and all of that. And I'm like, well, she probably knows about this book. She may have read this book, and because it was a used bookstore, I was like, this might even be her copy. But I went ahead and wrapped it anyway, and this is the wrapper that I gave it. I wrote on it that it is a nonfiction anthology single subject, because it's just about one person. The copyright date, 2014. And then at the bottom I wrote, you may have already read this. This may have been your copy. And then I stenciled on a butterfly and a couple of flowers. Well, she was very curious, so she opened it right away and she says, "Oh, I know that's not my copy because this is my copy," and she has read it. So I think I maybe, like I said, I don't know, is that a gift giving fail, or was it just so much success that it spiraled out over to failure? I don't know, but there were 5 other books that I'm pretty sure she hasn't read, so that's what my wrapping looked like. I like the way that came out. I have an artistic vision, but I don't have much in the way of skills to execute it, so stencils, I think, were kind of the way I went. So that is the gift wrap up, as it were, and I think now it's just a case of mellowing out and sleeping it off and just generally having a cozy time of it. Thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm not the boss of you, and I hope you have a good day or night.